Well, it's fair to say a lot has happened over the summer, and when this opportunity came up, just had to take it. Hey guys, welcome back to some more Football Manager 2019. I'm Joe if you're new around here, and welcome to part 1 of Season 2 of the Journeyman with our brand new club, South Shields. Now, I had no intention of leaving Darlington over the summer, and this was probably the only team in the world that could have prized me away. My hometown team, for the first ever time that I've seen them in full fat FM, by default, really. Obviously, I've had expanded databases and stuff before, but when it ticked over from 23rd of June to 24th of June, we seen who was promoted in the National League North. It was South Shields, and they needed a manager. I assume they haven't got the manager in the database or whatever. Graham Fenton and Lee Picton. But South Shields were there. They needed a job. I stuck an application out there, seeing what would happen, and to be honest with you, I have actually been offered more money here, £550 a week as opposed to I think £350 with Darlington. So we've had a bit of a wage rise. We're moving back to my hometown. I think that is a realistic decision to make in terms of financial, geographical. It's an easier commute for us to go to Shields than it is to go to Darlington, 38 miles down the road. But oh yeah, it's a shame to leave Darlington. It kind of just happened very quickly over the summer. We actually had to resign from Darlington because as soon as I'd seen the Shields job, I was like, yeah, I have to be at Shields. So they did approach us and said, we can't afford your compensation, so try and work it out with the board. I tried to work it out. They weren't going to let me go without compensation, so I did just resign from Darlington, and a few days later we got the South Shields job. So it has been really, really cool. South Shields themselves have had a massive rise, really, up the divisions in recent years, and obviously must have finished first last season to come up to the National League North. So Project EFL and all of that will be hopefully trying to get Shields into the Football League. But as a result of them not actually being in the main game technically, a lot of their players had moved on at the end of the season. So I've had to bring in pretty much a whole new squad, and there is some familiar faces in there. We will have a little look at the transfer history, but you can see how many players that I've brought in just to try and beef out the squad. You can see it's just about a full squad there. We have a little bit of depth. I would like to maybe bring in one or two more, but if we look at the season preview, it's not exactly exactly favoured that we'll stay up this year. 1,000-1 to win the title, which is, it's going to be a stretch to win the title, most definitely, but hopefully we can stay up this year. Otherwise I'm going to find myself out of a job at the end of the season. But hopefully we can do it. Dalton predicted to finish 7th. We had done some decent business there as well over the summer, so I'm sure they'll be well set. I haven't just left them in a lurch, so to speak. But South Shields, my home club, that is who we're going to be managing now. And let me introduce you to some of the players. Chris Evans has come in. We signed him from Darlington on a free transfer. He was on a non-contract at Darlow, but we've brought him in, and you might remember him from last year's Journeyman at Curzon, Ashton and Boston as well. We've also brought in Max Bickerdijk, but Brendan Pearson was here before. He's played for Newcastle and Gateshead in the past, so he has come in to the side this season in real life, I believe. I'm not entirely sure, but he's still at the club. Craig Baxter as well. He's been at Shields for quite a few years. So he remains at the club. Dillon Moore, another one that's been at the club a few years now, has been all around the northeast in terms of their of where he's played. So yeah, looking forward to working with him. Tom Jamison is somebody we've brought in. He's not very good, but there simply for the depth. Louis Squires, you might remember him from one of the matches last year. He played for Guiseley. Actually, you won't remember him because he didn't play a game. I do remember playing somebody called Squires, though. We've also brought in Renedy Mazampu from Morecambe, left back. I think he'll be a decent player, but we'll just have to see. Luke Wall as well. Matty Patterson, you might recognise his name. He doesn't actually play for Shields anymore. He was there for a couple of years. Did leave earlier this year in real life due to family reasons, but he is still there on the game, and I'm certainly not complaining about that. Former Newcastle and Norwich player, of course, and is a very, very good player. We've signed Adam Chapman as well. You might remember him from last year. He played at Boston, and he's actually a fairly decent player, Adam Chapman. I'm glad we've got him in the squad. Uzain Muanda, Chinadu Uke, Luke Gray, Daniel Wright, who he does play for Shields in real life, has been with Sunderland as well, but should be good. David Foley, he plays for Shields in real life. He's been at Spennymoor for a couple of years, but has since moved back to South Shields, which is wonderful because he's a good player. Has played as high as League One, David Foley, so definitely some good experience there. Oliver Crankshaw from Curzon Ashton, I think we've brought him in. Brad Jackson, brought him in from, I think it was, Southport. Ashton United. He had a decent season at Ashton United last year, so I'm glad we've got him on board. Adam Etches, Lee Mason, Karl Feniger. Now, somebody said they remember him from St Johnstone a few years ago. So this guy's played in the SPL before, scored goals there, and has been at Shields the last 4 years. So hopefully he can have a good season this year. And Rahman Burrell. So that is our team. And I've somehow mustered a tactic out of it. It is going to be a really tough season. We're going for a sort of 4-3-2-1, but essentially a 4-5-1 with the wingers pushed forward a little bit. But we're going to go with Chris Evans in goal. We've then got Baxter, Moore, Squires and Mazampu in defence. We've then got Wright, Chapman and Patterson in the midfield, with Foley and Wall starting wide of Karl Feniger up top for our first ever National League North match. It is going to be a cracker away to Wrexham. It's a long journey all the way to Wrexham, and they've just been relegated from the conference, so you couldn't ask for a tougher opening day. These are probably the favourites for the title, so let's just say we're huge underdogs. Let's go out there, let's perform and see what happens. We did get beat 6-1 by Falkirk in pre-season, who are a Scottish League One club, but we did, in fairness, beat a team called Coldstream 5-1, so we've got a little bit of confidence about us, and we're in this league for a reason. Hopefully we'll be able to just about stay competitive, even though the media think we haven't got a hope in hell of staying up this year. I'm going to try my absolute best to keep us up this year. Now here's Wall on the ball. That's forward to McCoy though. This is a chance for Wrexham, and what a miss that is. Absolutely terrible shot from outside the area there. Here's Karl Feniger on the ball. He's lost it. Sylvester. Now to Nolan forward to Howe on the ball, gets it into the middle. Freeman's there, and it's a penalty. Oh dear, that was a little bit sloppy, to say the least. It probably would have been a goal if not the penalty. So I guess Chris Evans has got a chance to redeem us here. Oh, it's hit the post. It's hit the post and it's away. So a little bit of luck in these first few minutes at least, but certainly not expecting to get promotion this year. I'd be very happy with scraping survival on the last day of the season. Here's Mazampu, gets it to Finnegan now. Mazampu gets it forward towards right. Now here's Howe. It's away. Can we get ahead on it? We can. Oh, I thought that was going to go to somebody there. It's been booted forward. Chris Evans needs to really be coming out to that. Oh, they've missed it. I tell you what, they've had 3 clear-cut chances already. We'll tell them to get creative. This could be the... Oh, I thought that could have been the goal there. Atkinson on the ball. Here's Arnold. We're not showing any sort of urgency of trying to get this ball back. Oh, it's away once again. It's forward once again. McCoy. Oh, it's in. It's 1-0 Wrexham. It had been coming. If you look at the stats, we're getting absolutely battered here. But, you know, we've got to be realistic. Wrexham are a side that are likely to go up this year. So this isn't where we're trying to win points. Our home form is the one that I'm looking at to try and keep really solid this year. 30 minutes in, and it is 1-0. I don't exactly know what I can say to the lads to get them to play better. Really, here's Summerfield. Hopefully, don't concede a free kick. Oh. Free kick straight into the wall. The keeper dove, and it was an open goal for Summerfield to have a go at it. Good block from the wall though, and you know, Chris Evans didn't do anything wrong. It's just, yeah, we need those sort of things to be going our way this year. We can't really be having too much bad luck, but we do expect a better showing than that. We didn't exactly show what we're capable of, in my opinion. I think we're going to come out in this second half and try and attack a little bit. I think that's possibly a good idea. Can he play as something else? Maybe play him as a Mazzala and have Adam Chapman as a deep line playmaker, and that might work quite nicely. Having that sort of line of 3 there moving forward. Who else is not playing well? Matty Patterson's not having the best of games, so we'll bring Muanda on for him at half time. So that is the change we make, and you know, if we get a goal here, I'll be happy. I just want to see us play some decent football and not get embarrassed, which I don't think we are doing at the moment. But Wrexham have definitely been on top. Come on, Shields. Come on, the Mariners. I'll tell them to get creative, try and inspire them a little bit. Here's Arnold. Throws it to McCoy. Here's Nolan. Nolan wide at Arnold now. And we're losing our discipline here. That could have been 3-0. They've had some good chances this match and they haven't took them. So we've got to be thankful for that. We're going to bring on Jackson, actually. I'll swap him with David Foley. Play him as an inside forward on attack. We might bring on do we bring on Oliver Crankshaw as well? I tell you what, why not? Why not? We'll bring on 2 fresh pairs of legs on the wings, and maybe that'll create something. We are, after all, only 2-0 down here, so we could theoretically get back into this still. Here's Summerfield with the corner. They're going to make it 3. Squires gets it away. Oh, it's another penalty. It's annoying. We can't be giving away penalties. That's 2 in this match. But hopefully Chris Evans can save us. McCoy steps up and he has saved us. Come on, Chris Evans. He's had a half decent game today. I don't think he's done anything wrong. But looking at the replay of that, and it was a low hand that got the save. Really, really top goalkeeping there from him. And something that he can be at least very proud of when we come out of today. Show some passion for these last 2 minutes, and you know what, 2-0, it's not the worst result in the world. Yes, we've lost, but hopefully we'll be able to sort of get into the league a little bit in the next few matches. We're going to have to gel this squad, maybe add a couple of more players. Certainly, I think another top class striker is needed to go along with Karl Feniger, but overall I'm really happy with that, and we can take some positives at least into the next few matches. If you have enjoyed that, then make sure you do leave a like down below. It really does help out, especially on these part ones of seasons and stuff. Share it to your mates, share it to anybody you want, and please come along tomorrow for the next episode, and every day after that for the next episodes, I guess. Subscribe for daily FM content, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.